It's an accomplishment to play a sport at the collegiate level, let alone Division I or even in a major conference like the SEC. But a growing number of high school senior football players are going a step farther to better their chances for success at the next level.
First 5 guys that we have are already in school and doing an excellent job.
That's roughly the average for the 9 SEC schools enrolling student athletes early for spring of 2011. Now, some of these players are coming over from junior college, but a majority are passing up their final semester of high school.
You know, I'd heard it's just such a great deal, and couldn't go wrong.
Bray Cook is an All-American offensive lineman from Springdale Harbor and also one of the 5 Arkansas players to enroll early. Bray's decision to do that had to be made long before his senior year of high school.
At school at Harbor, there was no changes. I just went through things like normal, but then outside of Harbor, I took classes at NWAC. I took a math class last spring semester and then an English class over the summer.
You talked to Petrino one-on-one. What was his conversation you guys had?
Why are you doing this? I would have never given up the spring of my senior year, but times are different now.
You know, I think I mentioned it to him, like, well, you know, we're thinking about graduating early. What do you think? It's like, well, yeah, that's great.
Overall, what do you see as the biggest advantage to go early?
We hear about those freshmen that start, like Lee Zimba. He started his freshman over at Auburn, but you know, he got there, he just had a couple days, couple weeks to get ready for it. I mean, I'll have this whole semester, just everything to get ready for.
And it allows him to get assimilated to the classroom.
Sports writer Dudley Dawson of Hogs Illustrated primarily covers college recruiting and notes that a correlation can be made with successful programs and the number of players enrolling early.
The schools who've always had great programs have really worked this to where, you know, you have these early enrollees. The former coach here would bring 1 or 2 in, and, you know, usually a junior college kid. Niall Davis, you know, was obviously the first one that Coach Petrino brought in, and we see, you know, how he's producing now.
Niall Davis's breakout year can make it easy to overlook the injuries that cut his spring season short in both 2009 and 2010, and even before he had arrived at the U of A.
My senior year, I had got injured, and the coach that was recruiting me brung it up, would I mind coming up early, you know, getting rehabbed by the trainers here.
Once you get them on campus, you can give them the best treatment, and it's all paid for, as opposed to them having to go to their local doctor in Houston, which Niall Davis was doing.
Even when Davis had a second surgery on that same ankle he broke in his senior year of high school.
The surgery went well. It was the plate material. I mean, it was like a cheap metal, you know what I mean? When I got it redone, it was like a titanium metal.
Have you seen a noticeable difference? I mean, I guess, you know, you haven't gotten hurt, so something's going right.
Yeah, it definitely feels more sturdy, you know what I mean? And it lasted me the whole season. That's all I can ask for.
While enrolling early doesn't guarantee a starting job or even playing time in that first season, the numbers show it can certainly help their chances. In the 5-year span dating from 2004 through 2008, 10 of the 12 SEC schools had enrolled at least 1 player early. At least half of those total newcomers at each school saw playing time in the first year. But I guess both starting tackles are done. I mean, did they say to you the possibility that if you play well enough that you may come in and start right away?
You know, they did say that, you know, I could come in if I really go to work and, you know, get the workouts in and just really, you know, work hard and focus, you know, I could possibly get some playing time. You know, there's a bunch of other guys there in line for that position, but I definitely have a chance to come in and battle for it.
I was able to learn the playbook, learn the campus, and when my class came in, I was a step ahead. We had 4 good running backs, 2 were here. My competition in actuality was running wing up. I definitely had a step up on them.
Any regrets about enrolling early, anything like that?
I would definitely recommend coming early. I have no regrets, you know what I mean? I got a chance to go back for my prom and graduation and things like that. I would definitely recommend it.
If I just have any advice for any parents that are considering this, I think it's definitely the way to go, but you really have to plan ahead.
We got some guys that are ready to get started and really want to go, and some guys need to get out of the atmosphere they're in. So it gets to be more and more. It just seems like it's a lot different than it used to be.
And some of those recent SEC players to enroll early were also high picks in the NFL draft, including quarterbacks Tim Tebow, Matt Stafford, also offensive lineman Marquise Pouncey.
Yeah, I think Matt Stafford's shoulder enrolled too early in the NFL. If you missed any of this story, by the way, it'll be on our website, 4029tv.com.